Hello guys, Red here, and welcome to Ancestors, Humankind Odyssey. Okay, let me just scarper up this tree real fast. Okay, welcome boys. Well, I wasn't going to do a video on this game because I didn't think I was going to like it much, but as it turns out, it's actually quite interesting to say the least. It's quite challenging, and the game doesn't help you at all whatsoever. There is a little tutorial on what buttons to use, but other than that, you're pretty much free to do wherever the hell it is that you want, and you got to figure things out by yourself, which is kind of interesting, really. So here we are. Anyway, here we are. We got our little monkey ears. Mum just got chewed on by some gigantic looking birdy thing. So what we can do is we can press Y for intelligence, and that takes us into some kind of viewing mode, alternate viewing mode. Now if I move, it breaks the intelligence, so just press Y again. I'm playing on a controller. So you can see a couple of boxes appear and a couple of other things. I'm not interested with that at the minute, so if I aim at that and zoom in, then leave go, it says hide and spot. Now that's pretty far away. Now I know I have played this once for about 2 hours, so I know a couple of things. I don't know it all. Let's just press Y again. And that one there, I think, is a hiding place. Yes, it is. So I'm going to try to make my way over to that. Don't be put off by all these like red teeth. This doesn't last long. What I find is being in trees is definitely better than being on the floor. So where did it go? Was it? Was it? Okay, that's new. And that's new. They're actually going to scrap each other. Oh, alright, that's weird. Never seen that before. Oh, I've lost my hidey place. Where did it go? Okay, I think somewhere. There she is. There it is. Oh, I tell you what, before I go in there, just gonna, a little tip, just gonna focus on it, zoom in, identify, and then I'm gonna press Y again to memorize it. Come in handy in a second. Let's just jump down into it. Press A to hide. And our little scrapper is safe and sound for 2 minutes. Okay, so now we've jumped into our clan, and you don't really have to go out and save him straight away. But the mission objective for the minute is to do that. So I'm going to do that now, just to get it out of the way, and then we'll come back and the game starts proper. And I'll try to explain what I know, and then we'll crack on with some gameplay. Because I pressed memorize, the clan kind of sits up on top of this big hill here, and they're pretty safe up here. I haven't seen any nasties crawling around. If I press Y, you know, I think. Don't worry about that growing neutron. I'll explain that in a bit. Get into the trees. I know, excuse me, I know that what we're looking for is over here somewhere. Because I memorized it, it should. I think that's the hiding spot he's in. Now, last time I did it, it did come up as a memory. It's a bit far to fall. I think our scrappers in there. over here somewhere. Just press Y to look around. Oh, he's over there. You can press B as well. If you press Y, it changes. And you can go into like smelling mode or hearing mode. So I just went into hearing mode. I can see if I focus on it. Just focus in, identify, and there's our little scrapper. So we'll head over there. Try to save the last. I should have done that in the first place, memorized it. Just gonna tap B to comfort him. And eventually he comes out. There you go, one baby chimp rescued. Let's get him back up to our clan, and we'll start the game off up proper. Unfortunately there's no HUD and there's no map markers, so you don't really, it's good to keep a good bearing of where you've been. I can tell you, if you ever get lost, just look for the water and then follow the water up to the waterfall and then climb the rocks and you're good to go. Actually, come up a little bit too far here, but that's alright. And there you go, he's home. And there you go, boys, that's it. Let's just have a little quick grab of our bearings. So pretty much up the top we've got our day and our year. Now, I wouldn't focus too much on it, because I don't think it really matters. I mean, it is 10 million years in the past, so I don't think we're in a rush at any time. So it's no, I don't think there's any kind of time limit on it. Down the bottom we have our health. Now we're not 100% sure how this works, but I know that sleeping, drinking water, like for instance now when I'm in the water you can just press A, scoop up some water. Actually, because it's the first time I've done it, I'll have to inspect it. Comes comes up, new food discovery, fresh water source. I can drink that. As you can see, there's some bearing on the green circle down the bottom. Now the red circle, I don't know, I haven't really figured it out yet. But if you press start and you go to help, go down to vitality, to say a few things there about it, but it's not massively making sense to me, but we'll come back to it. We'll figure it out eventually. But don't worry about it too much at the minute. And over in the bottom right corner, that is pretty much our family. Now I think that center part has got something to do with neurons or research. The three on the left, I think, are kind of adults of the family, and then the three dots, the three white dots, are the adults of the family, and then at the top of it, the two grey dots are the grandparents of the family, and then the two orange dots are the two children of the family. So there's two grandparents, three adults, and two children basically. And as you can see, one of those children actually a link to me now. It's got like an orange bar going down onto the circle, and if I just move over here for a second, this is a bed, and I can lie down on it. Comes up with a new construction discovery sleep spot. I can drop the child off here, and once I do that, it loses the link down in the bottom right to that orange bit. I think as well there's relationships. So if I press Y and analyze this baby, it says family related. Mother Poir, father Rue. No, I'm guessing I'm the father of this kid. Now relationships are kind of important because when you skip a generation and the old parents die, the grandparents die, and the parents become grandparents and the kids become adults. You gotta kind of remember a little bit, so it's good to have a piece of pen and paper. You gotta kind of remember who belongs to who, because some traits you can lose by not mating some couples together. But anyway, that's why I started afresh, because I realised that I kind of messed up the mating a little bit. But anyway, so that kid, his name is Mo, and I'm Rue, his father. Now it doesn't tell you who you're actually playing at the minute. It was a bit unfortunate. Let's have a little look around here. So pretty much everybody, all the grandparents are kind of grey, and if you see when I look at him and he turns white, down in the bottom right, it kind of shows who it is that you're looking at, but with that white kind of boxy, shadowy kind of thing. And if I moved away from him and moved over here, it shows the other one. Now these are the two grandparents. I think if I analyze and I switched Nu, his name is Nu, I don't think that, let's analyze these two, elder female single, so they're not related, but she is single. So without further ado, let's couple up. We don't want to see old fogies all on their own, do we? So let's couple them up. So I'm going to press B to groom, keep my finger on it. Now it kind of, keep your finger on it, and it kind of goes into this kind of weird kind of grooming session. Now the key is you got to listen out for a little ping, and once you hear that little ping, release the button. And it's kind of hard for me to do that now because the sound's coming up on my TV and I can't hear it. So I'm going to have to change that. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, it's not you. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's better. Let's just groom. There you go, a little tick. And it does one bond. I think I'm going to do it about 4 times. There you go. And these two now are coupled up. And when you have a relationship formed, if you look at the person, it turns purple instead of white. Now I don't think elders can actually they can mate, but I don't think they can actually give birth. I might be wrong. But as you can see now, the relationship between Ak and me is turned into coupled. So I don't think it's a lot. If you notice as well, their health, because they're older, the health circle down the bottom of the screen, but the screen's a little bit smaller, I think, than the adults. So I'm going to change back to an adult now. Let's take old Rue here, who's coupled up with Poir. I want to try to find somebody who's not coupled up. Adult female, single, and fertile. Okay, so I'm going to switch to her. And as you can see, the two grandparents have jumped back over to the top right of the circle in the bottom right of the screen. Rue. So it's Rue and Poir. Who's this little fella over here? There's Cag, a single adult male. So let's get jiggy with him. Yeah, he likes that. There you go. We've got ourselves another couple. I think everybody should be coupled out. Let's switch to an adult male, yeah. Okay. So it started quite well actually. There's two males and two females and one old couple. So I've paired up the two of them now. So we've basically got two adult couples and we are ready, I think, for a little bit of mating. But before we do that, just want to mess around a little bit and have a little look through the environment and I'll show you what happens with the tech tree. Now if you press start on the controller, nope, not start, if you press, no, you can't do that. Right, get over to the bed. It's a little guy. Just press lie down. Now you can sleep here, which restores some of your health, or you can call your mate over, which is quite hilarious. You see, I've gained a matured neuron. I'll go through that in a second. And over comes our buddy. And actually, do you know what? Let's just do it now. Let's get some jiggy on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I love it. And there you go. We've got a new pregnancy. Now, don't give birth quite yet. What we should do is swap to the other couple. This guy. No, it's an elder. There is actually another way to find out. If you just stand somewhere, press Y, it goes into this focus mode. You can look around and you can see over there's a female, and there's a female there who's pregnant, and there's a young child there. That's the female. That's the pregnant female, and that's the other female. Let's go over and see if she's actually fertile, because there's no point in mating if she isn't. Couple of the Rue. No, she's not actually fertile, so there's nothing we can do with her for a second. I don't know. I don't think you can trigger fertility. I think it just comes with time, so it's something we need to keep checking on. So one of our girls has got a bun in the oven. So let's just have a little look around at our environment here. If you press Y, there's a lot of stuff to investigate, so I'll do that now. Go over and check those three things out. We grab it and inspect it. Granite rock. New tool discovery. I can't really use it for a tool just yet. But now if we press Y and zoom in on it, comes up granite rock. And if when you're moving around, if you see some stuff you've undiscovered, when you zoom in on it, if it's a granite rock instead of a question mark, it'll come up as granite rock. So you pretty much have to investigate. Like for instance there, look, that one there come up as a granite rock. So let's have a little look at this. Let's go up to it. Did I actually pick it up? Yeah, I actually picked up that granite rock. There's nothing I can do with it in a minute, so just drop it on the floor. Let's go over and pick a branch off this tree. X to inspect. We've got a new tool, a dead branch. And once again, when you're roaming around, if you zoom in on something and it's a tree, it'll come up and say that it's a dead branch. Now there's something we can do with this immediately. Oh, actually I don't think I can right now. So I'm just going to drop it. And I'm going to go and I'm going to get some Z's. Because there's one thing I'm not quite sure about is the neural energy at the minute. And I think it's got something to do with that green, that grey circle in the bottom right corner of the screen. But if we go to our bed and we press A to lie down, press Y for evolution, and we go to this new page. Now a couple of things have happened because when we were playing it, it kind of said, come up with a thing about saying matured neuron. And every time it does that, we can't actually activate it. Now these three haven't activated yet, but they will soon enough. But this one you can. So if I press A on it to unlock it, it says communications, new learned ability, KINESICS. The ability to gather all clan members is acquired. It will be to gather all clan members and have them follow you. And as you can see, 2 more neurons have kind of opened themselves up to you. And to get them, you basically need to do stuff. And once I've got these other 3, I'll show you. So let's just come out of here a second. And just get up. And as you can see now, I've got the ability to call. You can get guys to follow you, which I'm going to do with this guy. Or girl, rather. And let's just keep on doing a little bit of adventuring until some of those neurons open up. Let's grab this and have a little look at it. And it's a new food source. And I think we can eat that quite safely. When we do that, I can see everybody eats a bit of a feeding frenzy. Jump, jump. Adaptable evolution feat, adaptable metabolism. Now, every time you see something like that, it's just worthwhile just going back to your bed and just laying down. And just press Y for the evolution. Have a look to see if anything's open to you. And this little thing has down here, I think. No, nothing new really. Okay. Let's just press Y. Have a little look around. Very dark. I can't see what I'm doing there. So I picked up this branch. Have a little look at it. New tool discovery. Natal grass. Wherever. Lion. Now, The only thing I've learned how to do with this is I'm going to drop this here. I'm going to go over and get some more. Achieve a new run, motricity. And what you can do is if you pick up a couple of the same things, you can add them to a pile. So I'm just going to plonk that on top of that. I'm just going to have a lie down and see what that. Press E for Y for evolution. And there you go. A new one has opened up. So let's unlock it. Learned new motor skill. The ability to switch hands with an item is required. And that's awesome. That's exactly what we want. And 2 neurons. They're all 5 neurons have opened up. Actually, this is different to the first time. The first playthrough. But there's nothing we can do with these at the minute. We gotta mess around a little bit. So we've got basically there's 4 big neurons. This one here and this one here. And these 4 pretty much unlock quite early on. And we'll have a look at the others in a minute. But now we've got the ability to, let me just finish what I was doing. And actually now that we can switch hands, we can pick up 2 items. So it only picks up with the right. It's pretty dark. There you go. Add to pile. And you've got to switch hands and then add to pile. And once you've added enough to a pile, you can press Y to start construction. And just tap A to build. A again. A again. A again. Just keep doing it. And eventually discover new action, building. Various constructions can improve your settlement. As you can see, I've made a new bed. Woot woot. Which we're going to need for the old couple because I think there's 3 beds here now. It's awesome. I don't think you can actually assign a bed to a couple, but anyway, it is what it is. And I got another bed there, so let's have a little lie down and see if one of those neurons have triggered. No. Okay, so now we can use 2 hands. Something I want to show you. The branch. This branch I plucked off this tree earlier. Let's grab it. Switch hands. And then it says left button to alter. So we just hold on to that and it goes into this kind of animation. And then just wait for the ping. And there you go. Stripping. Discover new alteration. Stripping. Dead branches can be modified. And now I've got some kind of pointy stick. Now if I switch it to the other hand, I can inspect it. New tool discovery. Stick. Love it. I'm just gonna run around here and beat people with my stick. Okay, so let's just come over here. Let's drop the stick off. Actually, I don't need to drop it off. I'm gonna change that stick to my other hand. And just over here, if you press Y, you'll see there's a box there. Let's just focus on it. Of course, it's something, when it comes up as a question mark, it's generally something that you haven't seen before. So let's go over and take a look. Let's grab it and inspect it. It comes up as a new tool, discovery, obsidian. So what I'm going to do is now, because I've got the stick in my left hand and the obsidian in my right hand, it comes up on the left hand side. If you press the left button, you can alter it. Now generally the stuff you're altering is in your left hand, and the thing you're altering with is obviously in your right hand. So again, you need to just listen for the ping. Actually, it's not doing it. Okay, I think I've got the wrong item. Let's drop this rock. I'll drop the stick here as well. Swap hands, drop the stick. go over and grab a little bit of that granite. Pretty sure it's the stick. It's the obsidian that does it. Let's see. Swap hands, grab the stick, swap hands again. Let's see if this actually works. Yeah, there you go. I hear the tick. Keep going. And there you go. Discover new alteration. Hitting a granite rock and alter a stick. And I think now if we just drop a granite rock here, swap our stick to our right hand and inspect it. New tool discovery, sharpened stick. Just hold on to this for a second. Let's have a little lie down to see if anything has opened up to us. I think sometimes you've got to switch hands to lie down. There you go. Check our evolution out. A new node has opened up to us. A matured neuron. Neuronal growth is complete. Assign neural energy to initiate how dexterity will improve. Now, I think that I'm not going to do it for a minute because I need to figure out how this works. But if I come out and I take a little look at that circle in the bottom right hand of the screen, it's got two grey areas. And I suppose it's got four really. The little grey dot, the black area, the dark grey area, and the light grey area. So let's have a look, see what changes. And let's activate this. So you can initiate it, which is fine. I don't know if it actually, let's come back out, see if anything has changed. It did change, didn't it? I think the grey area, the dark grey area actually got bigger. I think that thingy Bob is saying that we need to sleep. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a couple of hours kip into one of these guys. Coldy finger on it. Eventually you'll see something like that. And that's generally enough. And I think those three symbols on the bottom, food, water and sleep, just show how much you had the day before. So they're actually quite hungry now, so kind of neglecting them a little bit. Let's get some munchies. Oh, that's actually a new item, so I have to inspect that. Yeah, boy. Food. Tammy berries. Love it. Munch. 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 All good. Munch. Assimilated nutrients from the berry kind of food. Completed. Evolution feat. I think these evolution feats... Let's go and have a lie down for a sec. I think these evolution feats have got something to do with this tab on the screen. I think these are just kind of like milestones. I don't think it really does anything to the game. There you go, adaptable metabolism. If I click on it, it says there, look, assimilated nutrients from the berry kind of food. And this kind of comes under adaptable and I think once you fill them all up, of course they're hidden at the minute, but once you fill them all up, I think you just get some kind of, I don't know, kudos, I guess. I don't think it means anything to the game really. Okay, so this come out. And this go on. Have a bit of a slurp. Switch hands. You can't do that with the stick in your hand. So this, let's drop the stick here. Come on, boys. Boost time. Love it. As you can see now from the circle on the bottom, it's got a big red area and a green area. Now I haven't figured this out yet, but I've not really, when I'm in this area, our own cave, I haven't really had any problems with health. I'm not too bothered about it at the minute. So let's get our stick. Have a little scan around. Press the Y button. Have a little look around. So something over there. That's grass. What's that? Let's go take a look. Inspect. New gathering spot. Fishies. Let's just come out of it a minute. So if we zoom into it now, we can see it's changed that little symbol. Fishing spot. Because I've got a stick in my hand, I think we can do a bit of fishing. Maybe I've got to switch hands. There you go, pork. So once you've got the grass highlighted, hold A. No. Discover new tool use. Oh, I've actually got a fish. Got myself a fish. So look at it. That's not a fish, it's a crab. Is it? It's a crab. How to inspect it? New food discovery. Crayfish. Awesome. How do I How do I get that? Alter. Right button. Oh, there you go. I think I'm going to eat that, you know. Although I don't know about eating a crayfish. Yeah, there you go. Not really digestible. I'm going to continue eating it because I think that once you've eaten enough, and it's all gone. I think once you eat enough of them, that poison effect doesn't happen. I think your metabolism kind of improves. And I think now as well that I can't do it again. Last time I picked up a fish and didn't have any problems with it. So I don't know how long it takes for that to regenerate, but I can't do it again for a while. Seeing as this guy, yeah, seeing as this guy's got a bit of an injury. It's alright, it doesn't really do him a massive amount of harm. Let's go and change to different character. Oh, he's got the cramps as well. He's got the shits and all. Maybe a bit of food will help. Where's the food gone? That's why. No, I think that's food. No, that's definitely food. No, there's definitely food there. I can see it. Grab it. I don't know. I don't know if it's helping. I know there is something you can get to help with that kind of stuff, and I'll show you that a little bit later. Because you got to go exploring to find it. Let's press Y, have a little look around, see if there's anything more. So that hedge there, I don't really know what to do with it. So we'll leave it for a second. Let's have a little look to see if our other honey is ready for some fertilization. Actually, press Y, look around. I think it's here. Adult male. That's the grandparent. Need some sleep. I think when it goes dark like that around the screen, I think I actually need some sleep. So let's get a bit of kip. That's okay. And we've lost that stomach bug now as well, so need to find that other lass. It's her, right? Oh, that's a, yeah, that is a her. He's her. Coupled with Rue, but she's not fertile yet, so okay, let's leave her for a bit. We'll come back later on, see if things have changed. Right, so I'm going to drop this stick right here. Switch hands, drop. And I'm going to show you something else that I picked up. If I grab this, I grab a bit of obsidian. Swap hands, grab. I think you can alter one. That's it. I think that's right. Let's just give it a go. We'll get that. There you go. Discover new alteration hidden. And obsidian can alter granite. Was it granite they said? So let's swap hands and inspect. New tool discovery. Granite grinder. Now I haven't found a use. Let's just swap. Drop the obsidian. I haven't found a use for this yet. But if I grab this stick and swap hands with it and alter, it does go into an animation. So there's definitely something you could do with that granite, but I haven't found anything yet. So let's drop the granite there. I don't think we haven't got any further use for that. Let's drop the stick there. There's something else you can do as well. Let's grab this piece of granite, put it in the other hand, grab another piece of granite. You can bash two granite together. Oops. Timed it wrong. That's what happens when you time it wrong, by the way. Pans. Grab a little bit. And there you go. Discover new alteration. Hidden obsidian can alter obsidian. Let's drop that piece. Swap hands and inspect. New tool discovery. Obsidian scraper. I think you can use. Let's go and get up another branch. I think you can use swap hands. Yeah. Although you can do this just with your hands. Discover new alteration hidden. An obsidian scraper can alter a dead branch. And I think if you keep doing it, I think it's a faster way of making a sharpened stick. An obsidian scraper can alter a stick. So let's drop our obsidian here, because we might be using that a bit later on. And I swap hands. I don't think we need to inspect this because, oops, we've already inspected it. So we've got ourselves another sharpened stick. Let's go over here and drop this off with the other sharpened stick. We'll have a nice little sharpened stick pile here. Can actually give these sticks to like other members, I'm guessing, to defend themselves later on, but I haven't really come to that yet. Swap hands. No. Trying to focus on this other stick here. There you go. Add to pile. Right. There's one more thing we can do here. If we just grab that and just drop it. We'll drop it over here. Grab a couple. Swap hands. Stack them together. Swap hands. Add to pile. We need 4. Add to pile and start construction. Press Y. Build. There you go. New construction discovery. Branch barrier. Got ourselves a little barrier. Awesome. Discover new action building. Various constructions can improve your settlement. So let's go over and just have a little check of our lay down. Evolution. See if anything else has opened up to us. No. I think these are like discovery things. They'll open us up to us in a minute. Actually, was there something else there? No. Well, that's what I wanted to do. Right, okay, let's have a little look at that grey bar again. So that grey area really hasn't increased over the last 10 minutes. So let's press evolution, go to this neuron and learn it. Keep your finger on A and they connect. And it says new learned ability, item manipulation. The ability to switch an item from one hand to the other while moving is acquired. So we could switch hands before, but now we can actually do it while we're moving, which might come in handy, I guess, at some point. And a couple more neurons open up to us, and this one is opened up as well. This come out. I just want to check. I see the things have changed. The light grey area has decreased. Either I'm imagining things, but I'm sure that grey dot in the middle has got bigger as well. Let's go back to evolution. And let's initiate that. Let's come out again and have a look. No change, doesn't look different to me. Let's go back to evolution. Sorry guys, I am trying to figure this out at the minute. So let's learn that. New learned ability handling. The ability to drop an item while moving is acquired. Okay, let's come out. That dot in the center is definitely getting smaller. That's definitely changing size. The grey area, I don't know. I don't know. Oh well, alright, okay. Well, let's have a little look around, see if there's anything undiscovered around here. Something over here. It's a branch. There you go. If you've discovered it before, when you do this, it doesn't come up as a question mark. So there's a dead tree. Some grass. I don't think there's anything more around here. Go and check to see if she's fertile now. Nope. Just gonna have a lay down a minute. Catch some Z's. Because it keeps on going dark, and I think that's because she's tired. That should be enough. I'm going to change as well to someone else. Switch to her. Excuse me. We might as well grab some food. Nom nom. Grab some water while we're at it. Okay. Press Y, have a little look around. Some square boxes over there. So I'm going to make my way that way. I'm going to pick up my stick en route. Maybe two. There you go. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. All right, let's go. Let's go out and have a look into the big yonder. What you can do as well now, instead of using Y to focus, you can stand up and press X for smelling. And you can kind of zoom around onto the smells. Let's try that again. Y, stand up. I think when you stand up, press X for smelling, X for focus. There you go. There you go. Mature neuron senses. Now we could press Y to memorize, but there's no reason to do that in a minute. Just let's do it a bit more. And press Y again. It's stand up. Press B for hearing. Aim, focus. And this should open up the other neuron. Nope. Try it again on something else. Alright. Gonna have a kip. Because I think we've got can't do that with two items in your hand. I think you can with one. Change hands. Lie down, there you go. Evolution. And a new neuron is opened up. And I think we can initiate this now. New learned ability perception. The range of detection of odors and sounds is slightly increased. Tap X to use your senses and follow these proposed by the contextual actions interface. And there you go, we got another 3 neurons opened up to us. Now the only way you can get these neurons to be in a position, it says the continuous training of one of these senses can refine its efficiency. So pretty much this tree from perception has got everything to do with pressing X, and X of course is, if I come out, X is smell, right? So we press X, yeah, smelling. Smelling. So pretty much by smelling stuff, you're basically going to expand that tree. And it's all down to doing this, really, quite a bit. And the more you do it, obviously, there you go, mature neuron. The more you do it, let's go back and have a lie down, see what that was about. Solution. There you go. One of those neurons is opened up to us. And we can initiate that now. And I think we can actually learn it. There you go. The range for detection of the source of an odor is increased. I want this one to open up as well. So that's that. This tree, they're basically trees or branches or whatever. And this one is for smelling. This one is for, I think it's just moving around really and doing things with 2 hands. This one is for interactions with clan members, etc. And when this one opens up, I think it's got something to do with the Y button. So I'm quite surprised actually that it hasn't done that yet. Branch barrier. I wonder if I should have inspected that. Oh, I've seen that before. What's that? New landmark discovery. Jungle, hidden waterfall oasis. How can a waterfall be an oasis? Okay, guys, that's this is new to me. Evolution feat: jungles master explorer. Discover the jungle's hidden waterfall oasis. Chew a neuron intelligence. Okay. Well, I can see it's down there. Where is my pad? Let's get back to my pad. I don't want to lose my bearings. We'll come back to that in a minute. There's a couple more things I want to do. If you're ever lost, by the way, I think you could just do that and that's why and have a little look around. That's new as well. Go take a look, see. Looks like a bee's nest. Honey. Nice smelling. Focus. Yeah, that's an ape. We'll come back to that in a minute. I want to see where this honey is. Shake. Okay. Okay, so there's a new item here. Shake. It's not working. We come down here a minute. Look, it's okay looking for this up here. This switch hands. So I kind of grab one of these. There you go. Let's grab that because I'm going to take that back to our pad. There's a couple of things we can do to it. Let's inspect it first. New food discovery. Cocos. I want some of that. How am I going to get to that, honey? Well, I know it's there. We'll come back to it. It's new to me. And I'm fairly interested in it. But that comet threw me off course a little bit. What am I? Let's just drop our stick here, I think. Have a little look at this watermelon looking thingy. Let's grab some obsidian. I think, what's that? Some here. Grab that. Altar. There you go. Discover new alteration hidden. An obsidian can alter cocos. So let's excuse me. Let's drop our obsidian. Swap hands. Inspect. New food discovery. Cracked cocoa. And if we drink this now, I think. Keep drinking it. I think it actually gives us adaptable metabolism. That's an evolution feat. Assimilate nutrients from cotyledon kind of food. I don't think we can do any more with that. Let's get this out of the way. No. So I think once you drunk out of it 3 times, and it's giving you a kind of a buff look down in the bottom left hand corner. It's kind of like a shield and 2 balls. I don't know what they do right now. It might have something to do with if you ever get poisoned or something like that. So it's good to store a couple of these and keep a couple of these at your camp and crack them open so that if you ever get hurt or injured, they might come in useful for something. Okay, let's have a little keep, see if anything has changed. Really? Oh, it's opened up. Matured neuron has finally opened up. So let's press A to initiate it. New learned ability memory. The range for detection of non-edible resources is increased. So basically you can press Y on stuff further away. So there you go. So our 4 major neurons, I guess, are open to us now. And they never go away, those 4. They'll always be, let me zoom out a bit. They'll always be open to us. You can zoom out and you can zoom in with the left and right triggers, by the way. And I'm just going to explain this now, and then I'm going to end the video because it's come up to an hour. Basically, you'll see it down in the bottom right. It says you've got 2 reinforcements. Now, what that means is you've got 2 children, and what you can do is you can, before you move on to a new generation, before you, if I, for instance, press back to neuronal, let's go to the generation tab at the top of the screen. And what you can do is, if before you progress to a new generation, i.e. killing off the grandparents and turning your adults into grandparents and the children into adults, which is something we don't want to do yet, we can take 2 things with us. So if I click on that, I could take that with me. And if I click on that, I could take that with me. But we will lose that. We won't lose the fact that we learned it. We'll lose the fact that we have got it activated. So so this is something we don't want to do yet because we've got 3 neurons we want to take with us and we've only got 2 reinforcements. So if I cancel that, and the reason for that is because we have 2 children. Now, I don't know if you can get more than 2 children at this stage of the game, which is another reason why I started. Let's switch to this elder female. I want to see if she's actually fertile. She's not fertile. Let's check on the other one. Where is she? She's doing all the way up there. I think you can actually, because I added her to follow me. Like, yeah, hold on. Cancel that. This end expedition. I think at the end expedition it cancels. If you had somebody following you, it cancels them following you. So I'm just going to end that a minute, and hopefully press Y. Hopefully wherever that girl is over there will start coming back to camp, and it looks like she's trying to move. Adult male. Wait a minute, I thought I said female. Oh, it's male. My bad. I think it was one over here. Yeah, that's definitely female. Looks like no, an adult. That's an adult female. Okay, I think we need to get some food and have a bit of a lie down. I'll do that and then I'll end the video. Have some grub before we go to bed. There's any here. Go and take a look at that first. Mushrooms. I'm not going to bother with that in a minute because they're not good for you. Swap characters. Gotta be some food around here somewhere. Ah, there's some. Okay. I think that buff down in the bottom left hand corner just helps him not take damage too much if he's falling from trees or gets attacked. Okay, let's lie down and get a good kip. Wake up at 6 in the morning, ready to go, get some food in us, and we'll go exploring and find some useful stuff. And I'm just trying to figure out what that is. There's a snake. Alright, 6 o'clock. That's early enough. That's pretty good. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. From here on in, everything is kind of new to me almost. So tune in. I'll put a link down the bottom for playlist. And don't forget to subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.